my brilliant Bardishes. We're here with a post-Banlist PK deck profile. Not Prankers, that deck is dead as hell, baby. It's Phantom Knights.
So post-Banlist is one of the decks that we really look forward to updating because this is one of the only decks that is still consistently scythe-blocking your opponent. And you think that that would be very difficult to do because of the ban of Verte Anaconda, however, it's actually a lot simpler. And one of the things that makes this deck so strong is the fact that the current meta right now is playing no hand traps, so we are playing all gas, no breaks, just straight extenders, straight gas, straight winning.
This deck definitely has a different combo line now, so if you're wondering how to play this deck or how to play against this deck, make sure you stick to the end of the video where we'll be doing a full combo tutorial and test hand to show you the lines of play. But all that being said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, join the sub squad, like the video, make sure you comment some deck profiles you want us to update for this format and what you think of this deck. And really quick, we will be announcing the Dragon Shield giveaway winners in tomorrow's video, so make sure you come back tomorrow for all my Dragon Shield friends. Winners will be announced in tomorrow's video. So with that being said, let's get to the deck profile. Wow, spooky!
Starting off for Phantom Knights, we are on triple copies of Torn Scales, triple copies of our Ancient Cloak, triple copies of Silent Boots, the one copy of our Ragged Gloves, and then the one copy of our Stained Greaves.
Love you, booties.
Now this is typically your standard Phantom Knight ratio with the exception of Stained Greaves. I don't know, we both really like Stained Greaves. It's a free extender, it's a searchable extender. It can help unbreak your hand. I think this card is definitely worth the one slot in the deck.
He's just a sweet little guy.
So unlike Master Duel and unlike the OCG, we have triple copies of Torn Scales, the best starter card because it can discard any card and then send any Phantom Knights card from your deck to your graveyard. Typically, you are going to be sending your Ancient Cloak, which will banish to then get your Silent Boots. Silent Boots will special summon itself if you control another Phantom Knights monster. It also can banish to search any Phantom Knight spell or trap card. When Ragged Gloves is in the graveyard, it can banish to Foolish Burial any Phantom Knights card from your deck to your graveyard. And then obviously our Stained Greaves is the insane extender that we just talked about.
Also just the resident cutie. We love him. What a sweet super he is. And that's it. Wow. That's PK. What do you want me to talk about?
And then moving on to the sauce and the spice of the deck, we are now playing 3 copies of our Predaplant Orphis Scorpio and
There's plants in my sauce.
and the 1 copy of our Darling Cobra.
Oh, his name is Darling? Oh, it's Darling Tonia. I thought it was just Darling. I'm like, oh.
For anyone who does not know how this works, on normal or special summon, our Orphis Scorpio will send any monster from our hand to the graveyard and then special summon our Cobra, and then on summon, Cobra will search a fusion spell from our deck to our hand.
Golly, what's a good fusion spell in this game right now that could also potentially maybe be a 2?
Yes, this is your brand new tour guide for the deck. Believe it or not, this card searches Fusion Destiny, and the best part of all is that both of these monsters are level 3, so not only are you searching Fusion Destiny, it's also a free Cherubini.
It's a free beanie, baby. Huh. Beanie, baby. I didn't plan that one, team. I didn't plan that one.
If you are looking into the Phantom Knight deck, I highly recommend that you look into this engine because it is absolutely fantastic.
You can take the Verte out of the PK, but you can't take the Predaplant out of the PK. That one wasn't as strong. Anyway.
I mean, we're playing 1 brick, 2
Oh,
bricks.
snap!
Broken cards, you know.
Never seen these cards in my life before. Who are they? Scythe is oppressive and the bricks suck. That's literally it.
And then moving on for our extender package, we are on triple copies of our Kog'Mucha Knight, 1 copy of our Edge Imp Sabers, obviously, the 2 Amazing Dangers.
The boys!
And then our 3 Psychic package. Every card in our deck that is a normal summon is a level 3, so I still think Kog'Mucha Knight, even though we are not playing the Tour Guide package, is absolutely insane. And because we are not playing Tour Guide, we're not playing the BAs, but we are playing the Edge Imp Sabers because it is another target to send off of Cherubini if we already have PK access.
And then obviously the dangers are dangers. They say draw cards, which is pretty darn good for anybody. And then the Psychic package is because Utility is a 3 for some ungodly reason. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say 3? 3 Utility, yeah, they're there. Wow, that was pretty good. I think that's pretty nice. I mean, it's not on screen, but like, you know what I mean. All right, Utility's 3. Wow, Brian's having an aneurysm. Moving on.
Obviously, we are playing double copies of Fusion Destiny. We are playing the 1 copy of Monster Reborn, aka probably the best extender in the entire game, and our 1 copy of Rhoda that searches you almost any card in your entire deck.
It also searches Ray. Summon Ray. Activators your target Ray.
And if you cannot tell, we are going with the all gas, no breaks approach to this deck, which means that Phantom Knights plays through so many interruptions. It baits hand traps, it cracks boards, and it just has extenders for days. That being said, we are playing this card not because of hand traps, but because of how broken this card really is.
Oh, and that card, baby, is called by the grave.
This card should still be banned. You can't change my mind.
To anyone who complains, oh boy, hand traps are everywhere, and I need to combat hand traps. You don't need called by the grave to, I don't know, play through a hand trap. If your deck can't play through a hand trap, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe play this deck. This deck can play through hand traps, no problem. It eats hand traps. Yum, yum, yum.
And then for the remainder of the cards in the deck, we are playing 3 copies of Pogblade, 1 copy of our Phantom Knight's Wing, and then the 1 copy of our Shade Brigandine.
Yeah, this is a PK deck. I don't know if you've ever looked at these cards, but you play these. And that's the main deck. Pretty standard, extend into the moon, yada, yada, yada. Let's talk about the extra deck.
We're on double copies of our Phantom Knights of Breaksword. I think this is kind of standard. One copy of Leviair the Sea Dragon. It's probably one of my favorite cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! The one copy of Raiders Knight. One copy of Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon.
He gets big.
One copy of Downward Magician.
She makes a big thing.
And that's this guy.
That's the big thing.
And we are playing the one copy of Phoenix Enforcer.
Oh, no way. I thought you wanted to play Celestial and Dasher for fun.
The one copy of Dagda.
Hot take, lukewarm take, whatever take you want this to be considered. I think they should have banned Dagda. Like, yes, Scythe is the problem card, but if Dagda is still legal, decks are still going to find a way to make Dagda or abuse Scythe in some way or another. So I feel like if they just banned Dagda, this wouldn't really be a problem in PK especially. So let me know if you think I'm crazy. Let me know if I'm wrong. Content creator is always wrong, blah, blah, blah. I think Dagda should have been banned. That's my take. The end.
One copy of IP, one copy of Cherubini. This card is absolutely insane.
I love the beanie. He's one of my favorite artworks in all Yu-Gi-Oh! In case anyone cared. Let me know your favorite card artwork.
One copy of our Rusty Bardiche. The one copy of Nightmare Unicorn.
Brian left no room, so I'm taking over. One copy of Apple because she's the best girl. And then, you ready? Are you ready for the kill button? 3, 2, 1. Access code. What a guy. And that's the extra deck. Not a whole lot changed, but good news is we're going to show you the new combo because the lines of play have definitely changed with this deck. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to get right into that and show you how this deck works post-Banlist. Welcome to the test hand section of the video, team. For those of you who don't know, for every deck profile, we always do a combo tutorial and test hand with a random 5-card test hand because we want to show you guys the viable ceiling of this deck. Yes, bricks included. Don't worry. We want to show you guys what actually happens when you draw 5 cards, believe it or not. It's not like, oh, I have this 1-card combo or whatever. We're going to show you the realistic stuff. But with that being said, I hope our hand doesn't suck. We're going to get this puppy started and hopefully help you guys out with learning this deck.
Do a few more of these and boom.
All right. Hopefully the hand is not garbage.
All right, we're gonna start off with one copy of Kogmucha Knight.
Kombucha. Torn scales.
Torn
Perfect.
scales.
What, full
Insane.
combo.
Silent Boots. Insane. Cloak. Oh my god, Orbis Scorpio!
Wow.
You see what we're talking about when it's all gas, no brakes, team?
Beep, beep.
Alright, team, so as we said, this is our new tour guide, so we're going to start with tour guide. We're going to normal summon our Scorpio, activate the effect as Chain Link 1, we're going to send a copy of Cloak, and then we will special summon as Chain Link 2 our Kombucha Knight. Here we're going to special summon our copy of Darling Cobra, and this works the same way as it does with tour guide, because this is Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, you know, chain blocking. Now we're going to activate this card's effect because it was special summoned off of a Predaplant effect, so we will grab Fusion Destiny.
Wow, look
We're
at how
off to the
hilariously
races.
easy that was. That is so disgusting.
Shout out to Anaconda. Here we're gonna take 2 level 3s.
Oh my god, it's the beanie. And then we're gonna activate the effect sending for cost.
Here we're gonna send our copy of Torn Scales. You can honestly send it. You're super set up here.
Yeah,
Like, you got everything you need,
We got
team.
a full tank, baby.
Now there's tons of different lines you can do here. Obviously we have a ton of extenders. We have a bunch of plays we can make. I'm gonna start off, bam. We're gonna make copy of Rusty.
Man, remember when Rusty was banned? That was silly.
You're gonna activate Rusty's effect. This is gonna send a Ragged Gloves. Obviously we're setting Pogblade. Now we can activate our copy of our Ancient Cloak in the graveyard, banishing it. This will search our copy of Stained Greaves. And now, because a PK card was banished, our Torn Scares in the grave will trigger special summoning itself.
Torn scares.
And then, oh my god, a PK card was special summoned. Wow, it's almost like this is gonna trigger. Isn't that insane?
Crazy.
You can activate the Torn Scales here if you really wanted, but you don't have to. We already have Extender 1, Extender 2, Extender 3. Like, you just get to play the game for free here. So you definitely play through hand traps here. You're definitely gonna make your full board regardless. But to be safe, I think we're gonna overlay here. This makes our copy of Leviair the Sea Dragon. We will activate Leviair, putting our Stained Greaves into the graveyard. This will special summon back our Ancient Cloak. Obviously, once again, Ancient Cloak's effect always activates, going to defense, bumping up our Rusty, just making it harder for our opponent to out on their turn.
Yeah, he's thick now.
We do control Phantom Knights cards, so we can summon our Silent Boots from our hand. And then we have the Ragged Gloves in the grave, which we will activate. This is gonna send our Wings to the graveyard. And now here we can activate the Wings to banish. This will special summon back our Stained Greaves. And then here is where we have 4 monsters plus Fusion Destiny. You can literally make Appaloosa here. If your opponent is going to nib you, this is where they're going to do it. If they do not nib you here, you are free to play. So now we're gonna link summon into our Dagda.
Oh look, it's just Verte's cousin, Dagda.
And now we're gonna take 2 level 3s and overlay them into our copy of Breaksword.
Break dance.
Now, of course, because it was summoned to Rusty's arrow, Rusty will trigger popping the Breaksword. Now we can activate the Breaksword's effect in the graveyard. This is gonna summon back 2 PK names, and obviously we're locked into Dark Monsters.
Yeah, don't forget you're locked in the darks now.
Oh, guess what that's gonna make?
It's gonna make a dark monster. IP.
Boom.
It's IP.
Insane. The reason we do that, honestly, in my personal opinion, you have 1, 2, and you've got 3, 4 extenders into the graveyard. This, once it is in the graveyard, is going to trigger if you have another Fog Blade, which we're gonna set, obviously, with our Silent Boots to banish, bring back, still get an additional pop when your opponent outs the Fog Blade. Here, we're just gonna do everybody's favorite thing, which is activate Fusion Destiny.
Woohoo!
Chain Dagda.
Not woohoo.
Boom.
Bye, Bricks. Here, we'll just move Torn Scales out of the way. This poor guy, the hand has been like in the spell trap zone. Sorry, guys. And then we're gonna summon Daddy Enforcer. We're gonna play around zones because we don't want to get Anima or something weird like that. I don't know. Do people still play that card? Anyway, Daddy Enforcer here to pop, lock, and drop your board. And boy, that I mean pop Scythe and tell you to not play.
And then we're gonna banish our boots here as the last thing. Add a Fog Blade from deck to hand, set a Fog Blade, and sick on board here, bro. As we said, we have Pot of Greed in the graveyard for next turn. We have 1, 2, 3 extenders
You got
in our
Torn
graveyard.
Scales in hand?
You've got DPE, double Fog Blade. You have the Scythe Lock, and then IP on your opponent's turn.
Into Schmappaloosa, Bow of the Badass.
Or a Unicorn if you really want it.
Or Unicorn,
You
whatever
know.
floats your boat, you know. Choose your own adventure at the end of the day. I think this deck is absolutely sick right now. Yes, you have to play a couple bricks, but who gives a crap? This deck can do anything with like 1 or 2 cards. That's all you need. And frankly, this deck is quite literally all gas, no brakes, playing through it all, Pog Blade. But that's it. PK is still extremely powerful. Anyone who doesn't think PK is still one of the best decks is absolutely on hard copium. So just so you know, please be on the lookout for PK. It's definitely going to start sneaking through. There is a YCS this weekend, which we're going to. We'll see you in Hartford. Hi! Just don't be completely naive about what this deck is capable of doing because it'll sneak right up on you. But we hope this combo was helpful. Let us know what you thought in the comments if you'll be using this deck or what variation of this deck you will be playing because there's lots of ways you can play this deck. And believe it or not, ours is not necessarily the only deck you can play. Wow, crazy. You have sovereignty over your deck building. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. We love you. You matter. And we will see you guys in the next video. And if you want to see us a little more, go check out these videos. Wow, look at all that cool content.